For as long as she could remember, Layla had lived among crowded streets and constant noise. The city was alive in its own way. Steel towers that scraped the clouds, neon lights that chased away the night, cars rushing like restless waves on asphalt rivers. It was a world built by hands, but not by hearts. And though Layla had grown up here, she always felt that something inside her was reaching elsewhere, longing for a place beyond the smoke and stone. She would sit by her small apartment window, watching the distant line of mountains on the horizon, their shapes blurred by the haze. They looked mysterious, untouchable, like a forgotten story calling her name. One spring morning, she woke with the kind of determination that cannot be ignored. She packed a simple bag, a notebook, a flask of water, a loaf of bread, and her grandmother's old scarf. Without telling anyone, she boarded the earliest bus heading toward the countryside. The further the bus rolled, the more the city loosened its grip. Concrete melted into meadows, and highways curved into dirt roads bordered by wildflowers. The air shifted too, crisp and cool, carrying the scent of rain-soaked earth. By the time Layla stepped off the bus, she felt as though she had stepped into another world. The village where she arrived was quiet, almost timeless. Wooden houses leaned toward one another, gardens bloomed in every yard, and roosters announced the morning with cheerful persistence. But beyond the village lay what she had come for, the great forest at the foot of the mountains. It loomed ahead like a dark sea of green, whispering with the voices of 1,000 unseen creatures. The villagers spoke of it with respect, calling it the Whispering Wilderness. Some said the forest was alive, that it could sense the hearts of those who entered. Layla's heart beat fast with anticipation. She tightened her scarf and stepped onto the winding path that disappeared into the trees. The forest welcomed her not with silence, but with music. Leaves rustled like soft applause. Birds called in bright, sharp notes, as if arguing playfully across the canopy. The ground was carpeted in moss, springy under her boots, and dappled sunlight spilled through gaps in the branches, painting shifting patterns on the earth. Every step revealed new wonders. A stream bubbled cheerfully between rocks, its water so clear she could see fish darting like liquid silver. A squirrel dashed up a tree trunk, its tiny claws clicking softly against the bark. Wildflowers in purple and white leaned toward her, as if curious about this newcomer. Layla felt her chest lighten. The weight of years, the pressure of schedules, deadlines, and endless noise seemed to lift. Here, time moved differently. She pulled out her notebook and scribbled. The forest is not empty. It breathes. It sings. It knows. She walked deeper, following the stream until it widened into a pool. The water reflected the sky so perfectly that for a moment, she felt as though she were staring into another world. Dragonflies hovered like shards of living glass, their wings catching the light in flashes of blue and green. She sat by the pool, dipping her fingers into the cool water. For the first time in years, she felt something she had almost forgotten: peace.